Welcome back, viewers. In the last video, we have seen the introduction of Dockers and Linux containers. So, in earlier series regarding these containers and Podman, we have checked out how to install containers in a WSL. So, we had installed the Ubuntu WSL in Windows 11, and then we had installed the containers inside the Ubuntu WSL, and we did a complete life cycle of the Linux container in a Ubuntu WSL. Now we are going to directly install the Docker, which is a type of container. So Docker is the de facto containerization tool, and while other tools do exist, Docker is widely adopted and is perfect for all but the most demanding applications. So all demanding applications, Docker is preferred over other solutions, other container solutions, and there is a vast documentation on different ways to install a Docker. So now what we are going to do is we are going to install a Docker, that is a type of Linux container, on a virtual machine. So we have installed the Debian Bookworm virtual machine with Cinnamon desktop, and then now we are going to install the Docker. So for installing the Docker, in this manual on XDA developers Linux containers guide, so complete life cycle is given, how to install the Docker and how to install some application. So basic application, how to install it in a Docker and run the application, and how to provide persistence of Docker. So first thing is you have to import the Docker script. Then the Docker script has to be executed to install the Docker. Then we can check the Docker version. Then we can check the status of the Docker, whether it is running on the system or not. And finally, you have to pull the Hello World application. So this application will run inside the Docker. So it is a container image, Hello World. So it will run inside the Docker, and you can ping that Hello World, it will reply you back. So you can see here, it's something like this. So it will import this Hello World image. So it is just kind of application, it will respond back to you, and you can run this command. So it will give the output Hello World. So it's very simple, but you can get a good idea of how the Docker and the container images run, and how to keep the containers alive, that is persistence of container. That is also shown here, how to do that. So we will do everything. We will also install the engines. So we will do it in steps. So we will do it in short steps, so you can better grasp the concept of Dockers and Linux containers. So first, in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to just import the Docker script, install the Docker. That's it. In the next video, we will go further in small steps. So first, let us copy this command. Now you have to open the terminal, paste this command. So this curl command is not found. I think it is not installed. Let us do sudo. You should not do sudo, because what happens is external application or external will get the this privileges, higher privileges. So you should not do, but let us do. So you can see here, the curl command is not found. So that means you have to first install the curl. So the Debian does not come with pre-installed curl. So you have to use sudo apt install curl. And once this curl is installed, you can then go and execute this address. So it will fetch the Docker script from the web address. It will take some time for the installation. You have to just patiently wait. So never do it with sudo. I just shown you. It can be also done with sudo, but never use it because sudo will provide it with real time, not real time. It will provide it with administrative privileges, and then your system can get compromised. So never do that. So use just curl. Now you can see it will just go and fetch the script. Now next step is you have to go for the second step. Now you have to execute the script. Script has already been downloaded, fetch from the server. Paste this command. For running this script, you will require sudo, because without sudo, the script will not get privileges to install itself or install the Docker packages. So you see the script has started. It will first install the CA certificate. So that is a, we can say, assurance that nothing fake or nothing intrusive is there, and your system will remain safe, because the CA certificates are going to get installed along with the Docker. And now you can see here, these are the Docker packages to make the Docker run. So it will take some time. So step by step, you can see first the CA certificates were downloaded, then the APT, this key rings were installed in the APT. And now you can see the Docker list. So Docker list will contain all the applications required to run the Docker on your system. So those were downloaded. And once this is done, what is the next step? Yes. So these two steps we will do in the next video. So once this Docker script has stopped, we will stop the video, and in the next video we will check out the Docker status and the Docker version. Okay, so you can see the installation is complete. Let us check out the versions. So the Docker client, so this is the Docker engine client. So the client and server part has been installed for the Docker. So the version for client is 24.07, API version is 1.43, Go version is Go 1-20-10. Git commit, so this is the Git commit ID. Then build is on 26th of October this year. OS architecture is AMD 64, that is 64-bit, context is default. Now server Docker engine community. So all this client and the server part of the Docker have been built by the Docker community itself. Version is same as in client, that is 24.07. API version is also same, 1.43. Go version is also same, yes. Git commit, that is the Git ID is different. Build is on the same date, same time, that is October 26th. OS architecture is also same, 64-bit. Now container D version is 1.6.25, Git commit ID is given, run C version is 1.1.10, Git commit version is this, Docker init version is 0.19, Git commit ID is this. And there is option to run Docker as a non-privileged user. So you, in the default mode, you will require privileges to run the Docker, but in the non-privileged mode, the Docker can run by any non-privileged user. So any general user on your system can run the Docker, whereas in the default mode, the Docker only runs with the sudo command. So to run the Docker as a non-privileged user, you have to install this script. So this is the Docker D, that is the Docker daemon rootless setup tool.sh install. So executing this command will install the Docker daemon in rootless mode. So in default, the Docker is in a root mode, and in the this rootless mode, you can make the Docker run by non-privileged user. And there is some further we can say manual is there to learn how to make the Docker work in the rootless mode. And there are some warnings. Access to remote API on privileged Docker daemon is equivalent to root access on the host. So this is you have to keep in mind, and you can also refer to the Docker daemon attack surface. So your system can be compromised if the Docker is compromised. So this is the crux of the warning that is given here. So you can check it out. So now I am going to stop the video here. In the next video, we will check out the Docker status and the Docker version. Bye bye.